The sages teach us that a person who adopts a Torah lifestyle merits true freedom. Now the teaching seems a little bit odd. You might think that even the opposite is true. Isn't freedom the ability to do what you want? Isn't living a Torah lifestyle very restrictive? The answer is that the person's greatest want, the truest want of every single person, is to reach his own inner greatness. To reach into his own inner greatness and to realize this potential. This is his true want. This is really what he wants. This is what he hopes for and prays for. And therefore, if there could be a way, if there is a system, if there could be a system that will help to control his lower wants, his animalistic wants, his most basest wants, then that system will be the one that affords him the greatest freedom. That system is the Torah. This idea is reflected in the weekly Parsha. The Torah tells us that a man who steals, and not only does he steal, but he can't pay for what he stole, he's lost the money already, he needs to be sold into slavery. The message is that this is the consequence. This is the consequence of following one of the lowest types of action. A person who is so weak that the only way he sees himself as getting the things that his animal so desires, that his animal lusts for, is by snatching them from others, displays very lowly character. And therefore the message is, when we read this story, when we read this parsha, when we read this story, when we read this halacha, we see automatically that this is the consequence of following our lowest desires. We do become slaves. We become slaves to the desires themselves. We become slaves to our animal. Imagine being a slave to an animal. This then is why the Torah is so precious to us. This is why Torah living is so important to us. It is what is able to help us to reach our true greatness and the greatest freedom of all.